स्वागत छ दर्शक यहाँहरूलाई यस विशेष क्षणमा म रोहन श्रेष्ठ र आजको यस विशेष क्षणमा हामी बीपी कोइरालाको विश्वेश्वर प्रसाद कोइरालाको जन्म शताब्दी त्यस्तै गरेर आङ सान सू कीको नेपाल भ्रमणको विषयलाई लिएर विभिन्न राष्ट्रिय तथा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय व्यक्तित्वहरूसँग कुराकानी गर्न गइरहेका छौं।
बिशेश्वर प्रसाद कोइराला जसले नेपाल र नेपालीको लागि त्यत्रो सङ्घर्ष गर्नुभयो, आजीवन सङ्घर्ष गर्नुभयो, जसले एउटा विचार र संस्कार पनि दिनुभयो। जस्तो अघिल्लो सूचीले नि भन्नुभयो नि, कल्चरको चाहिँ नि कुरा गर्नुभयो नि, उहाँले संस्कार पनि दिनुभयो र उहाँ चाहिँ नि केवल चाहिँ नि एउटा पार्टीमा मात्र सीमित नभइकन पुरा चाहिँ नि नेपाली समाजलाई नै उन्नतिमा पुर्याउने, न्यायिक एउटा चाहिँ सोशल जस्टिस सहित माथि उठाउने काम गर्नका लागि उहाँले व्यक्तिको डिग्निटीको लागि डेमोक्रेसीको कुरा पनि गर्नुभयो भने अब कमसेकम सोशल जस्टिसको लागि उहाँले सोसियलिजमको कुरा पनि गर्नुभयो। त्यो सोसियलिजम पनि हुनु पर्यो, विदाउट सोसियलिजम चाहिँ डेमोक्रेसी पनि कम्प्लिट हुँदैन भन्नुहुन्थ्यो उहाँ, होइन? सोसियलिजमको लागि डेमोक्रेसी इन्टर रिलेटेड भन्नुहुन्थ्यो उहाँ। त त्यो कन्सेप्ट चाहिँ आज साह्रै पपुलर हुँदै संसारभरि गएको छ र अब आङ सान सू की जस्तो जो मैले अघि नै पनि भने आइकन नै हो उहाँ, एउटा ह्युमन राइट्स र डेमोक्रेसीको अहिलेको चाहिँ नि एउटा लिभिङ एउटा चाहिँ नि लेजेन्ड मान्छेलाई बोलाउनु राम्रो कुरो हो कि न, सान्दर्भिक कुरो हो कि नि त। बीपीको चाहिँ शतवार्षिकीमा हो, त्यस कारणले बोलाइयो, मिल्यो कि मिल्यो नि त। अब शतवार्षिकीमा बोलाएको एकदम मिल्यो नि त। हो
के छ बीपीको सिद्धान्त, त्यस्तै गरेर चाहिँ आङ सान सू कीले आज प्रस्तुत गर्नुभएका जुन बुदाहरू छन् नि, त्यसलाई हाम्रो नेपाली परिप्रेक्ष्यमा चाहिँ कतिको रिलेभेन्ट पाउनुहुन्छ, कतिको सान्दर्भिक पाउनुहुन्छ? हाम्रा नेताले के सिक्ने त्यसबाट?
सान्दर्भिकताको कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ भने यो कहिल्यै असान्दर्भिक हुँदैन, किनभने एउटा इन्डिभिजुअल र सोसाइटी बिना इन्डिभिजुअल बाँच्दैन। हामीले केटकेटीमा पनि पढेका थियौँ है। भनेपछि सोसाइटी र इन्डिभिजुअलको बिचको रिलेसन नै सोसियलिजम हो के। र त्यो इन्डिभिजुअलको चाहिँ नि लाई अब अधिकारले सम्पन्न गर्नका लागि डेमोक्रेसी नै चाहिन्छ, उसको डिग्निफाइड लाइफको लागि पनि डेमोक्रेसी नै चाहिन्छ भने मैले अघि नै भनिहालेँ। सोसाइटी हेल्दी भयो भने मात्रै चाहिँ अनि इन्डिभिजुअल ह्याप्पी हुनसक्छ। अनलेस एन्ड अन्टिल द सोसाइटी इज हेल्दी, होइन, ए म्यान क्यान नट बी ह्याप्पी। किन ह्याप्पिनेस त उसको चाहिँ नि मूल अब्जेक्टिभ हो भने हुन सक्दैन। त्यस कारण सोसाइटी स्वस्थ भयो भने, जस्तो पानी माछा विषाक्त पानी भयो भने त माछा मर्छ नि, त्यस्तै समाज पनि विषाक्त हुनु हुँदैन भन्ने चाहिँ सोसियलिस्टहरूले के भन्छ भने डेमोक्रेसी चाहिँ चाहिन्छ, डेमोक्रेसी नभए त हुँदैन। तर के भने समाजको लाई पनि हेल्दी गराउनको लागि सर्टेन चाहिँ नि इन्डिभिजुअलले पनि सोच्नुपर्छ, स्टेटले पनि सोच्नुपर्छ भन्ने नै कुरा हो। त्यो मिलाएर त्यसपछि त्यसको ब्लेन्डिङ राम्रो गरेर फङ्सनल एउटा सिस्टम डेभलप गर्नुपर्छ। त्यही हो चाहिँ डेमोक्रेटिक सोसियलिजम भने। त्यस कारण यो जहिले पनि रिलेभेन्ट छ, नेपालमा त अझ बढी रिलेभेन्ट छ, होइन? किनभने यहाँ हामीले ग्रोथ पनि बढाउनु परेको छ, डेभलप पनि गर्नु परेको छ, होइन? र साथसाथै सोसियल जस्टिस पनि दिनु परेको छ, किन डाउन ट्रोडन धेरै छन् नि त हाम्रो देशमा है। रोजगारी नभएको, गरिब किसान गाउँले धेरै भएको हाम्रो जस्तो कम विकसित देशलाई त यो त झन् आवश्यक छ। तर एउटा कुरा मान्छेले के कन्फ्युज हुन्छ भनेदेखि अब सोसियलिस्ट प्याटर्नमा जाने भने पहिलाको इन्डियामा हुँदाखेरि, नेहरूजीहरू हुँदाखेरिको एउटा मिक्स्ड इकोनोमी हुँदाखेरि त्यो राम्रै अगाडि बढेन, ग्रोथ रेट पनि बढेन इकोनोमिक चाहिँ उसमा भन्ने कुरोले गर्दाखेरि पछि चाहिँ त्यहाँ प्राइभेटाइजेसनको कुरा आयो, क्यापिटल मार्केटको कुरा, ओपन इकोनोमीको कुरा आयो, ओपन मार्केट इकोनोमीको भन्ने कुरा आयो नि। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एकदम ग्रोथ रेट पनि बढ्यो, एकदम एनहान्स्ड भयो, माथि गयो, अनि त्यहाँ डेभलप भयो भनेर भन्छन् नि। तर त्यो कुरो के हो भने त्यो कुरो त हुनुपर्छ। हाम्रो बीपीले त्यसलाई विरोध गर्नु भएको छैन। त्यस्तो कुरो त्यो ओपन मार्केट इकोनोमीबाट पाइने फाइदा पनि समाजले उठाउन सक्नुपर्छ। प्लस त्यसको साथसाथै चाहिँ जस्टिस पनि हुनुपर्छ, सोसियल जस्टिस भएन भनेदेखि डिस्प्यारिटी बढ्दै जान्छ, भेदको कुराहरू जुन छ नि, वर्ग विभेदहरू बढ्दै जान्छ, होइन? अब शिक्षामा स्वास्थ्यमा पनि यस्तो भेद बढ्यो भने त झन्झन त्यो खाडल विकराल हुँदै जान्छ नि त, होइन? अब लेखपढ गरेर राम्रो ठाउँ पढाउन सक्नेको चाहिँ नि केटाकेटी पनि राम्रै कमाइ गर्दै जान्छन्। पछि अब जसले चाहिँ राम्रो स्कुलिङ दिन सक्दैन त्यसको केटाकेटी झन्झन पोरर हुँदै जान्छ भनेपछि झन् ग्याप क्रिएट गर्छ नि। त्यस कारणले गर्दा यो ग्याप क्रिएट गर्न दिनु हुँदैन भन्ने मात्रै हो कि सोसियलिजम, बीपीको सोसियलिजम। त्यो जम्मै बन्द गर्ने, ढोका थुन्ने, यो चाहिँ के भने इन्भेस्टमेन्ट फ्रेन्डली पनि वातावरण नबनाउने, अब विदेशी चाहिँ ल्याउनै हुन्न भन्ने, होइन? विदेशी ल्याऊ तर डिपेन्डेन्ट नहो त्यसमा भन्नुहुन्छ बीपीले। कति राम्रो कुरा गर्नुहुन्छ। अनि त्यहाँबाट फेरि ग्रोथ बढाउनलाई केवल चाहिँ 2-4 जना क्यापिटलिस्टको मात्रै पुँजी होइन, सारा जनतालाई मोबिलाइज गर भन्नुहुन्छ, सबैलाई उत्प्रेरित गरेर त्यो नेसन बिल्डिङमा पनि उनीहरू आउँछन्, उनीहरूको चाहिँ व्यक्तिगत लाभ हित पनि हुन्छ हैन, उनीहरू आफ्नो सेल्फ रिलियन्ट पनि हुन्छन्। अनि त्यस किसिमको कुरा गर्नेमा कुरो विचार कहीँ पाइन्छ। यो अहिले संसारभरि सबैभन्दा पपुलर र राम्रो यही विचार भएको छ, जसले ग्रोथ डेभलपमेन्ट पनि बढाउँछ, सबै कुरा साथ
डेभलपमेन्ट। हजुर Haribol sir, there.
Okay.
Welcome sir, welcome to Nepal.
Thank you.
After a long time we are again in conversation.
Yeah, we met to discuss the relevance and also the efforts to be made for saving the environment and ecology of the Himalayan region. And now we are here again to discuss the relevance of social democracy. This is a great moment for us to be with the great icon of the globe, Madam Aung San Suu Kyi, because she today is respected all over the world for her contributions for peace, democracy and social progress. And I had the opportunity to exchange ideas, and also in the past how we had been extending support and working for the democracy and freedom in Myanmar through Kathmandu. We had organized a lot of conferences here with the help of the Nepali friends. So therefore it's a great moment for us to be
So
here
tell
today.
us something about this democratic socialism and its relevance to the country like Nepal and India.
You see, this is a concept which is relevant for all times. This is about the goodness of human spirit and the social change which has to be brought about by the state and the people together. Aung San Suu Kyi deliberated upon this point in great details, and she explained how today this has become more important for social change, for social progress and for all humanity, because now we are coming close to each other. So therefore I think the issues, the challenges are very great, and I'm quite sure we all together can take this whole challenge and move towards peace and progress.
How do you highlight the personality of BP Koirala and his philosophical relevance with the current political situation?
Well, BP Koirala, you know, as far as the great personality of BP Koirala is concerned, he, along with the Indian socialist leaders, laid the foundation for the socialist movement in Asia. And today we remember BP with, great contribution made by him towards the freedom and democracy and social progress of both India and Nepal. He, as a young activist during the days of Mahatma Gandhi, Jayaprakash Narayan and Ram Manohar Lohia, contributed to the freedom movement as a young activist and fought for his beliefs till the last day of his life. So therefore he inspires all of us, and his ideas will remain leading light for all the activists.
How do you analyze the relationship between India and Nepal?
Well, they are a long, age-long relationship of thousands of years, and they will continue. We are part of same cultural, political and all other heritages.
But there is the question of Indian dominance in Nepali society or Nepalese politics.
Nobody can dominate anybody. No citizen can dominate the other citizen. We are living in a free world today. We have to respect the honor and dignity and self-respect of individuals, citizens and countries. And therefore, nobody should try and do that. And if anybody does that, he harms his own cause, because he will lose respect in the eyes of those people whom he will try and dominate.
The current political situation of Nepal, how do you opine that?
I only wish and hope that they are able to, now the Constituent Assembly's meeting, they will be able to pass the constitution, which is a long-standing promise for the people of Nepal.
Do you believe that they will?
I do hope and believe that they should.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful time.
We are very grateful of people of Nepal to remember the 100th year of BP Koirala. India and Nepal are the greatest of friends, and BP Koirala in his years of struggle had spent a lot of time in India and especially in Varanasi. And I'm coming from Varanasi, my birthplace is Varanasi. I think it's a really a privilege to be able to join on this occasion. And what Aung San Suu Kyi said about democracy is not just form of government, but it is a culture. I think South Asia has to really understand that and adopt democracy as a culture and not just as a government.
How do you highlight the personality of Aung San Suu Kyi herself?
Well, she's a very nice, warm person as an individual, and also she has a big affinity with India and Nepal because she studied in India, and also, of course, her formative years she spent in India. But she is today, defining the kind of society, the kind of politics, the kind of future that we should look at, and we must all collectively play a very important role in understanding this whole thing and also following what Aung San Suu Kyi is saying to us. This should be taken as a message for all of us.
What the leaders of Nepal as well as India should learn from the personality or say the lifestyle of BP Koirala as well as Aung San Suu Kyi?
I think BP Koirala was the true democrat, true socialist. He led Nepal government, Nepal to the freedom that Nepal is enjoying today and the democracy that Nepal is trying to achieve through forming the constitution. In memory of BP Koirala in his 100th year, I'm sure Nepal will achieve and adopt a constitution so that Nepal becomes a stable and strong democracy in the region.
Thank you so much. दर्शक त्यस्तै गरेर आज हामीसँग यहाँ आनन्द कुमार जी हुनुहुन्छ आम आदमी पार्टीका लिडर र उहाँसँग पनि यस घडीको बारेमा केही जानकारी लियौं. Welcome sir, welcome to Nepal.
Thank you.
First of all, highlight something on this visit of yours.
Well, BP Koirala was a hero of whole of South Asia. We knew him as a student since 60s. We were always very impressed with his depth of commitment and his clarity of vision. We also had some lessons from him, how to fight democratically, how to reconcile, and tactically how to adjust with failures and successes. So celebration of centenary of BP Koirala is in a way celebration of the spirit of freedom and justice and democracy. And today South Asia needs icons like BP Koirala to get out of the present crisis of representative democracy, which is making us a sad part of the world. Democracy is being taken over by crony capitalists, and ordinary people are feeling disconnected. And BP Koirala was synonymous with politics for poor and politics of people. So we have come here with great joy to join this celebration, and we are very happy that it started with keynote of one of the living symbols of that is spirit, Aung San Suu Kyi, and both of them feel inspired by Gandhi and of course the Indian socialist tradition of JP and Lohia. So it is our duty.
So can you please highlight something on Aung San Suu Kyi?
Well, Aung San Suu Kyi has been the voice of the voiceless and power of the powerless. She, as a dedicated democrat, fought against dictatorship without being violent, without becoming hateful, and she enabled positivity of human spirit by remaining consistent with her cry for justice. Today she is out of the jail, she is vindicated and honored by the humanity, and she becomes the torchbearer, sharing and spreading the same light which made people like BP Koirala hero of our time. Now Aung San Suu Kyi becomes the voice of moderation and change in our democratic system. She spoke very well about the need of balancing between rights and duties of the people. She also asked us to recognize how far the government should go in the name of welfare of the people and where the society must take charge of the government.
What should a leader from India or Nepal should learn from their philosophy, Aung San Suu Kyi as well as BP Koirala?
Both of them represented the need for grassroots politics and the desire to make democracy meaningful for development of human capabilities. Today, democracy has become a way of governance, but not much accountability, not much connect. Great legitimacy crisis. So people like BP Koirala and today Aung San Suu Kyi remind us that just to have form of democracy is not sufficient. You must cultivate spirit of democracy, which has to be based upon dignity of all human beings, and needs of all human beings have to be nurtured. And that's where role of state comes in. Role of state is not in dominating people or making them feel humble and small. No, role of the state should be to elevate the light of human being, that is the light of wisdom and knowledge. So it's not only Aung San Suu Kyi or BP Koirala, it goes back to Buddha, it goes back to Upanishads. Today, 21st century needs to reinvent democracy, which has become reduced to power play of very careless people who think that winning is the only thing in democracy. Actually, democracy is a way of life. We should start from family, go to school, walk in the streets, be in the public sphere. It is human activism with concerns for fellow human being. And that has to be informed and educated. Today, democracy is the doctrine for 21st century, but there are democracies and democracies. India is struggling to reinvent democracy by emphasizing that democracy must lead to Swaraj, self-regulation, minimum governance and maximum participation. I hope that this conference reminds us that democracy is incomplete without gender justice, without justice to minorities, and above all, without centrality of the poor.
So I want to focus something on Narendra Modi's victory in India.
Well, Shri Narendra Modi has got the advantage of anti-incumbency, as it was natural for a democracy like ours. We had a government for 10 years. They had their successes and their failures. Gradually, that government had become compromised because of coalition compulsions. That government failed to respond to people's aspirations in a timely manner, though they did make several very good laws. Right to information, to right to education, right to food, right to employment. But still, there was a huge deficit of trust. Shri Narendra Modi represents that drive to recreate the bond between people, their problems, and the people in power. It's too early to evaluate him, but we have to walk very cautiously. If a very well-educated man like Professor Manmohan Singh could not walk the talk, we have to really watch and monitor on a day-to-day basis the functioning of the new government, which is a huge majority, but not enough of mass support. They have got 31% vote. So out of 100 Indians, 69 Indians were not in favor of this government. But in any case, we are happy that there is a stable government and we can do business with them for next 5 years.
So what about Aam Aadmi Party?
Aam Aadmi Party is
Comment something on its failure. Can we say that?
Well, Aam Aadmi Party has been an initiative to promote participatory democracy. Maybe the call was premature. For common people in these times, they had a very stable, robust alternative in NDA, which had governed the country for 6 years, which had governments in 6 or 7 states, major states of the country, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat. Whereas Aam Aadmi Party was only perceived as a good team of protesters, very idealist and clean candidates, but they had no record of good governance. So today, Aam Aadmi Party is a party in making. We are there to carry it forward. We have spread in just a matter of few months all over the country, from Kashmir to Kerala and from Aurangabad to Arunachal Pradesh. We have 4 members in the parliament, which is much more than what BJP had when they started, what BSP had when they started. We have more members than Communist Party of India, Bahujan Samaj Party, as many as Samajwadi Party. So we are not a bad starter.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Thanks to your audience. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Himalaya Television.
Thank you. We just, all of us heard various international guests, General Secretary of Socialist International, and also Aung Suu Kyi. And that was very, very inspiring, particularly inspiring because it did talk about the society and not just the government. Because social democracy in the present era cannot be run by political executive of the governments taking a decision. It has to evolve some institutional and quasi-institutional mechanism to consult people on the day-to-day basis. So making governance inclusive with a pluralistic framework, people from all regions, all ethnicities, all cultures, all languages have to be involved in decision making, not only through elections, not only through periodic elections, but on a day-to-day basis. So that is the departure in terms of thinking. Earlier socialists or social democrats used to emphasize only the role of the state and not of the society. This puts society as a primary institution, of which state is just one of the institutions. So that's a big departure in the mindset. That's the most important point in this international conference. The other was that we have to, through this kind of inclusive governance, we have to build a democratic culture. That was the second point she made. And third point she made was that in some parts of the world, democracy is confused only with the material development, where it is more to do with the spirits of human spirits. And human spirits, we fight against poverty because it is degrading. It undermines the spirit of human persons. So she said that we have to fight poverty, but the primary thing is to uplift the empowerment in terms of human spirit of all the human persons on this planet. And
how do you highlight those points in relevance to India or Nepal?
Yeah, that's very interesting question. She said that now we cannot think of only in terms of India, Nepal or Myanmar. We have to think of the entire planet. Whether we want or not, we are part of a more connected family called this earth. So in that, some kind of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is there, and India and Nepal, there are no adjectives to describe our oneness. Yeah. So, and any two brothers will have many ups and downs and fights and quarrels and complaints, and still the bond is very strong. So that is how India-Nepal relationship. But this speech was particularly inspiring because in the Indian political context, our government should learn lessons from that, because it's a new government and it's in India, and in its over enthusiasm for development, it should not undermine democracy, it should not undermine civil society organizations.
How do you highlight the personality of BP Koirala?
He inspired, he participated in our freedom struggle also, and he tried to give indigenous roots to democratic socialism. He didn't believe in the textbook socialism of which was product of European Renaissance, but he believed in the socialism from roots, and smell of the soil was there in what he said.
दर्शकवृन्द, हामीले आजको यस घडीमा विभिन्न राष्ट्रिय तथा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय व्यक्तित्वहरूसँग विश्वेश्वर प्रसाद कोइरालाको 100 वर्षको अथवा भन्नुपर्दाखेरि जन्म शताब्दी, त्यस्तै गरेर आङ सान सू कीको नेपाल भ्रमणको बारेमा कुराकानी गर्यौं। यहाँलाई पनि धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद हामीलाई यस क्षणमा साथ दिनुभएकोमा। समृद्धि र शान्तिको अभियान हेर्दै रहनुहोला हिमालय टेलिभिजन। नमस्ते।